Angry man gets cheated on, his journey, coming to terms with the end of his marriage, and his mother taking the cheating wife's side plus 1 year update. So last night my wife of 7 years decided to have a chill out night. After dinner she went to the den and was watching her programs while I flitted between watching the Spurs game and doing some odds and ends that I had planned. Next thing, no, she's got the wine out and has had 2 bottles of the stuff. At around midnight I went to check on her and, seeing she was out cold on the couch, I went to scoop her up when her iWatch thing buzzed and a message popped up on the screen. It said something along the lines of haha I can't do that, my name would knock 7 shades of shit out of my. Wondered what the fuck that was all about, so I pressed on it and it was a conversation between my wife and a friend of mine. Now I wouldn't say this guy's a close friend of mine, but he's someone I've played 5A sides with for years, drank with and have known since we were teenagers. We used to call him Jacket Holder, because when we got into scraps as teens he'd always be the guy holding the jackets while everyone else went for it, right? So as I said, one pushed on the conversation. This thing is still attached to her wrist and scroll up to the top, and as far as I can tell it's him that contacts her first unless she's deleted. There's lots of flirting and winking going on, but nothing that you could outright say was cheating. Then I get to last night and when she's drunk she starts openly begging him for dirty things. I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm paraphrasing here because I can't remember the exact words, but she was saying shit like how much she had always wanted him, how no one would ever find out if he did want to do something in the last one that fucking killed me, that she was great at keeping secrecy. Tried to scroll on her watch but couldn't find any other messages, and I don't know her phone passcode. I put her in her bed and just sat in the kitchen in shock until I fell asleep, then got up for work about 5:3. When I went to get in my work then I just slunk down on the wheel and realized I couldn't face it, so I went back in the house, grabbed a half-drunk bottle of beer, filled to the top with Coke, and went on a walk down the railway line. We live beside a lot of woodland and a disused railway line that goes for miles, and I've walked about half the length of it. I'm sitting under a railway bridge like a fucking troll right now, just seething at the whole thing. You'd probably think there's a fire going from about a mile away due to the steam coming out of my ears. So what do? I don't want to speak to her. I can't even bear to look at her after reading that shit. It was like a dagger through my heart. I just feel like every morsel of love I had for her has evaporated into thin air after reading her begging like that. Oh yuck.